Hi, Alan Wuglox Lives. I think it's time to play a little Minecraft. Alright, so today we're going to go ahead and attempt to potentially play while we're playing. But potentially, I'd like to maybe start back on some building here. I haven't built in a long time. I've been working on other things or wandering around doing maps or stuff like that. So today I'd like to start laying out my next building, which I think is going to be an office building out this way. I'd like to start getting into the theme of the map, which I have not even begun yet, and so I think we'll probably start with this first building here, and so I've got to get out to where I want to build. Now, originally when I started this, the plan was to build a little city here, but it's too many rivers right here, and so I've actually got to cross way out the other side to get started on this. And I guess we need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So roads are currently 17 across. Okay, so oh man, you know what? We've got this swamp here is in my way too. Well, let's bring it out. Let's bring it out this way, and we'll say this place is next to a road. So, whoop, and then I fall right off. So if this place is next to a road, say we'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. This will be the center. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This would be the next place. 1, 2. We'll give her a 3. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's right. This will be the road in, and then we'll go ahead and get this out of here. Okay. So, parking spaces. Parking spaces are 10, if I remember correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 10. So we bring this in, and we probably want a good double row of parking places, yeah? Where's all that dirt? So if this is the edge, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, and then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then I want to say there's 7 wide if I remember correctly. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What does that give me? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. We better do a couple more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then we'll go a couple of spots over here. All right. So this gives me an idea of this building's gonna be huge. All right, so that's the driveway end. That's the place. So we come back a little bit. Oh no, I gotta count this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So 10, that is how far back this place is going to be. So really I need to come in here and I need to clean out some of this hill and these trees and stuff like that. So let's get some trees out of the way of my building. So yeah, this week was different. I knew we had like the holidays coming up and or the holiday this week, last week, and so I was just so busy the first 3 days of last week that I didn't get much anything else done except work, and so for whatever reason, last Sunday we were supposed to do a birthday party, and they decided not to. And so then Thursday is Thanksgiving here, and so everybody who's gonna be at the birthday party, because we just do family birthday parties, was at Thanksgiving, and I thought, hey, we should do Thursday. We should do the birthdays on Thursday at Thanksgiving since we didn't do them the previous week, and I never did find out why. They just randomly decided nobody feels like driving today, so we're just gonna cancel the birthday party. And so I'm like, okay. So um, we didn't do it. We didn't do it. And so then Thursday, like, no, because that's Thanksgiving. We don't want to do someone's birthday on Thanksgiving. I'm like, what difference does it make? What difference does it truly make? Uh, Other than we don't have to do another day where we set aside something special this week. Because, it's Thursday is Thanksgiving. Well, Friday also winds up being semi-special because everybody's out and about trying to get those Black Friday deals. I didn't actually get any Black Friday deals this year. I didn't bother to really look too hard. Although my sister did pick up some really cheap DVDs, which obviously DVDs. I mean, but you get like the box set of Godfather for like $5, which is awesome, and or maybe that one was $10. I can't remember. But I know we didn't have that, and that's a fun one. And so, or I don't know if it's a fun one, but it's a thing. I like it. Get out of here. And so, I know she was like, you're gonna go to town with me so I can go to the Black Friday deals. And I'm like, I don't want to go Black Friday shopping. I don't know that I really have the money to go Black Friday shopping. I kind of did, but I ended up just buying Christmas presents with all that. What I need to do is I need to get my car fixed. Um, I drive so little now that every time I think I should go get my car fixed, I don't. That's how little I drive now, and so um, I don't know what this plant is doing. Hopefully it's breaking up now. So yeah, we oh yep, this is the layer. So all the rest of this has got to come out of here. So I told her I didn't want to go, and then I'm like, I probably could go and look for like Christmas presents and stuff. So I'm like, all right, I could probably go with you, but I don't want to go today because she wanted to go on Thursday. Because for whatever reason they did Black Friday deals like all week long instead of just on Black Friday. I mean, it's probably safer that way, and people aren't trying to kill each other over stuff. And I remember the first time I ever saw something like that. Uh, I've probably told this story before, but when I was a kid, uh, I hate going shopping with other people. I hate it. It's terrible. It's a terrible thing to be put through, and because it's super boring, and like I only go like maybe I'll go browse for a little bit, but there's no time in my whole life that I have ever wanted to spend an entire day browsing things ever. And so, I mean, I guess technically, like, you go to the zoo, right? I browse the animals all afternoon. But I think that's a little different. But you go shopping with one of those people that loves to gotta find the perfect, I need jeans. All right, I go to the first place. I'm like, okay, there's the color I'll wear, and there's the size that I need. I'm done. We went to one place. I'm done. But I thought you were jean shopping. Yeah, I was, and I'm done. I got a pair of jeans. But what if there's a better style or price or color at the other store? No, I'm done. I'll wear these. I'm done. Um, I don't need any more jean shopping today, thanks. And so and then when you're a kid, and you're not a clothes person, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm not saying that you can't be like, oh, I've got to shop for the perfect. No, no, that's fine. That's fine. Just don't force that on me. You want to go shopping for 7 hours to pick out one pair of jeans, you are welcome to it if that's your thing. It's just not my thing. And so I know, like, when I was a kid, I went to a school where there was a dress code. And so everybody's pretty much wearing the same clothes, maybe different brands and stuff, but you know, it shouldn't be that difficult to pick out, you know, white dress shirts, black tie, black pants, or whatever we wore. I think it was navy blue pants, and at one point it was a red shirt, at one point it was a blue shirt, at one point, did we ever wear white shirts? I think at one point it was a white shirt, you know. But still, we go one place, they got sizes that fit me, they're in the right colors and styles. I'm done. No, we're going to the, my mom's like, no, we're going to this other store and we're going to see if they've got a better deal, or I don't quite like the color of that one, or um, yeah, these fit, but they might have some that fit better at the other store. I'm like, here you go. Here's 7 different white shirts and different brands. I want you to try them all on until you've got the one on that I like the best. Uh, and I need a pair of dress shoes. What about these? We're gonna go look at dress shoes. So we're gonna stop at this store in this town, and this store in the next town, and these 2 stores in the next town, and oh, now we're gonna turn around. We're gonna drive 45 minutes to get to the next city. We're gonna shop in here. I'm gonna go look at 800 different things. I don't want to be here for this. I don't want to be here for this. It is horrible childhood memories of all day shopping. I hate it. I hate it. I always have. So, ooh, got ourselves a little zombie spawner back here. We got bread and a record, bunch of bones. Ooh, channeling. I don't even know what that does. What does channeling do? I don't know what channeling is. Yeah, I could probably use that coal. Oh, what am I taking this gunpowder for, man? I was thinking, ooh, gunpowder. That's a hard thing to get my hands on. No, it's not. I make gunpowder back in my base. Um, so the idea of going Black Friday shopping with my sister does not conjure up good memories for me, and so I don't want to go with her while she wanders around the entire store looking at every single item in the store to see if it's a good deal. She, gets out her phone. She checks prices at other stores. Um, she goes on shopping apps and coupons and no thanks, no thanks. And so I was thinking, well, I mean, I could probably spend 30 minutes looking in the electronics section. I at least like to browse the electronics section occasionally for 10, 20, 30 minutes. Although she's probably going to shop for 3 or 4 hours looking at all the stuff. I'll be done in like 10 or 20 minutes. Ugh. So I told her I'd go if I had to, but I didn't want to. And so, oh man. And so, uh, she said we were going, and I set my alarm, and, well, I didn't really set an alarm, I guess, but I set my internal alarm so that I'd wake up. I told her I wouldn't go in the morning, but we could go around noon, and so that's what she agreed to. And so instead of sleeping in my day, I got up about 11:30, and uh, and I was looking forward to the old sleeping in there, and so I get up and I see she's dressed and sitting in my mom's room talking to my mom, and so I go in there and I sit in there and they're chatting and they're looking it over stuff and looking at sales papers and online ads and stuff, and so they're not really talking to me. So I'm like, well, I'll wander over and get some breakfast. And so I see there's a couple of messages on the answering machine, and they are the most ridiculous messages. Uh, so uh, so I'm asleep when these messages come in, and I have no idea who's awake, who's not awake, or anything at that point. But people in our house only answer the phone when it's the most inconvenient. In fact, pretty much they do everything when it's the most inconvenient. Dishwasher needs to be emptied. Well, obviously, while you're at the counter trying to get your dinner, is the moment that the dishwasher has to be emptied. Not before, not after everybody's done with dinner and is gone. No, at the moment that everybody is at the spot where the dishes go, trying to get food, that's the moment to unload the dishwasher. And so answering phones is only done when you are busy doing something so that they can yell that you're wanted on the phone. And yes, we do kind of screen our calls here just because I don't ever want to talk to a robot caller or a salesperson about anything on the phone. There's a reason email was invented. If you don't use email, I don't want to really talk to you. I don't have friends that call because they know to contact me via email. And so, like, we might talk, but we talk over like Discord and stuff. We don't use the telephone to talk. And so I don't know what they were calling for, and I I don't want to say I'm irritated by it, but I found it to be ridiculous. So my sister decided to go Black Friday shopping uh, without me, and her husband he wants to go, and that's why they went early in the morning because he had to work on Friday, but he had to work in the afternoon. And so, for whatever reason, they called at like 10 a.m. and nobody answered the phone. And so, my brother in law leaves a message. And his message says, "What? Nobody there can answer the phone?" And that was it. That was his whole message. Not what he wanted, not who he wanted to talk to, because there are several people who were here. Just what? Nobody can answer the phone? And then he called back like 2 minutes later, and nobody answered the phone again. He says, "What if we're having an emergency and we're all gonna die because you all won't answer the phone?" Okay, are you too? You still didn't leave a message about what you even wanted. What could you possibly want? And then when I talked to him, I'm like, "Yeah, I heard your message." And he's like, "It's ridiculous that none of y'all answer the phone." I'm like, "Sure, whatever." And I'm like, I didn't even get out of bed till noon. I mean, well, it was 11:30, but uh, I can't answer the phone in a room that doesn't have a phone while I'm asleep. Uh, Never did find out what they wanted. I asked too. I'm like, "Yeah, I heard your message. Heard your guys' message." And "Oh well, we were out shopping and we're trying to get somebody to answer the phone." And you wanted somebody to answer the phone because, like, you were out shopping. What did you need to talk to someone about? Because you didn't send an email, and you could have done that. You didn't send a text. You definitely could have done that. You didn't leave a message. You could have done that. So no, instead you had to throw a tantrum on the answering machine. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I find that behavior ridiculous. Especially if you then don't follow it up with why you're calling. If you don't tell people why you're calling, how are they supposed to know why you're calling? That's why we have the answering machine. So when people leave, so when people call, they don't leave a name and number after the beep. I can't answer your phone call because you didn't tell me why you were calling. Man, I brought all this andesite out here to start this building, and then I haven't even got to the point where I'm building it yet. Okay, now I've made a mistake here because I actually need this on this level. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But yeah, so I didn't make it out to the Black Friday deals. I did buy Witcher 3 in the autumn sale, I think it's called, even though it is clearly not autumn. Um, uh, I have Witcher 3. Like this is how much I hate switching launchers. I got a free copy of Witcher 3 with my video card, and I have. Oh wait, that's not gonna work either, right? Because this is no, it is, it is. This is no, it's not, right? This is the level everything should be at right here. I got confused as to what I was doing here. Um, yeah, so we had our Thanksgiving. It was pretty good. We had, turkey, mashed potatoes, all that stuff. And, oh man, I'll tell you what. So I don't like pie, and they make a bunch of pies. They used to do it for Christmas too, but we've kind of given up on the whole Christmas dinner thing. Um, Nobody wants to cook that much stuff, so we usually wind up just having. Honestly, there's only a couple of things that happen at Thanksgiving that aren't normal, like Sunday afternoon dinners for us. So, uh, but we do get a couple of things that I like that we only get at Thanksgiving. Um, one of those being crescent rolls. Although they used to be really good at making them, and now they're not so good at them. And because they left my brother-in-law in charge of pulling them out of the oven, they were burnt because he only knows when food is done when the smoke starts rolling. And he works as a cook. And he can't pay attention for longer than 27 seconds. I don't know, I was just throwing a random number in there. But he often burns dinner. His idea of cooking at home is to put it in a pot on low and then walk away for several hours. And so, yeah, so crescent rolls are one of the things that we only pretty much get at Thanksgiving time, and so I really like those. I guess the turkey is pretty unique to Thanksgiving. Like occasionally we will do a turkey, but it's a small turkey, uh, and so it's not often that there's so much turkey that you can have turkey for several meals if you want it. And I do like turkey, um, but yeah, it's so anyways, they make all these pies. They made And cheesecake, which I don't like cheesecake that much either. They made some kind of gluten-free deal because my sister-in-law is on a gluten-free diet, and uh, and then they made like pecan pie. Did they make pecan pie? I think they made pecan pie, and they made blueberry pie, and they made sweet potato pie, and I don't. Oh, and a vanilla custard pie, and I don't like pie crust. And so what they do is they make a chocolate pie without a crust. So basically they put pudding in a bowl with some meringue on top of it for me. Now the key there is for me. Everybody else likes pie. I don't like pie. So therefore, the pudding bowl with meringue is my portion of the dessert. My portion of the dessert. Now, I'm not saying I'm not sharing it. I'm not saying that other people can't have some. What I am saying, though, is that if you are one of those other people and you go to get dessert, you might want to be looking at some of the other options. Because if I come up to get some chocolate, quote, pie, why is all the chocolate pie gone, but 3/4 of the blueberry pie left? Half of the sweet potato pie, half of the whatever, the cheesecake, the gluten-free cheesecake, which everybody was like, "Oh, this is like really good cheesecake." Why is my dessert the only dessert that's gone? Mine was the first dessert gone, and I'm like, that's just why? Why would you eat up the one thing that I like and leave all the stuff that you all like? You know I don't like that other stuff. Why is my thing the one that you all ate? Eat your own thing and leave mine alone. I'm not saying they can't have some, just when I went to bed, there was over half a bowl left. When I got up the next morning, it was all gone, but all that other stuff was still left. Over half of every other dessert was there. Uh, but there is no chocolate pudding left for me. And that makes me sad. I only got one little bit at dinner time, and then I didn't get any after that. And somebody ate the whole bowl, it looked like. Why don't you eat the whole pie if you wanted something? It makes no sense to me either, because when they go to get some kind of dessert thing, they almost always go with something I don't like. And so when we do get something I like, it all gets eaten up almost immediately. And I'm like, please stop pretending you don't like the things that I like, and stop getting the things I don't like. Don't buy the giant ice cream tub of cookies and cream. I don't like cookies and cream. So when I go and I buy chocolate, because that's my favorite, don't everybody come and eat all the chocolate up in 2 days when that cookies and cream is still in there. You eat the cookies and cream. The chocolate's for me. I don't like cookies and cream. Anyways, so then today we had the birthday parties. Yesterday I didn't do anything. I finished watching the season of Daredevil, season 3, and finally finished that off. I don't think season 3 was as good as season 2. I say finally finish it off, but I went ahead and started over from season 1. I watched all of season 1. I watched all of season 2. I watched the final episode of The Defenders, just to make sure I was all caught up on mostly what was going on. And you know what? Didn't need to. Didn't need to. I figured if you watch season 1, you don't need to see anything else to lead into season 3 of Daredevil. You don't even need season 2 of Daredevil. You might need to know that in Defenders finale, that the main character in Daredevil, had a building explode and land on top of him. That is the only thing you need to know about Daredevil. And so, only because he starts coming out of underneath the building that fell on top of him. And that's it. I was very surprised at how little of what went down in the Defenders and how little of what went down in season 2 had to do with anything going on. Like I would have thought that he'd have been all about maybe broken up about the loss of, or I don't know, did she survive? I mean I know she survived as a bad guy, but does he know that she survived? And But they had the character Elektra, right? And so uh, they were trying to save her, sort of, and she was sort of the bad guy in Defenders. I don't even know if she got mentioned in this season. The whole thing was about he decided Wilson Fisk was at fault. And so Wilson Fisk had to die. I'm like, Wilson Fisk barely had anything to do with the Defenders or even most of season 2 of Daredevil. Wilson Fisk hasn't even really been a thing since season 1, so why are you so fixated on Wilson Fisk? I mean, don't get me wrong. The dude playing Wilson Fisk, whose name I can never remember, is amazing as Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin. But don't you have other concerns that came out during season 2 and some of the other things? Like, what about the hand? You didn't even mention the hand. What about the fact that they were smuggling out dragon bones? Spoilers. That was for one of the other seasons of the show. But, yeah. Anyways, and then today we had the birthday parties. And so we just got done with all that stuff. Everybody's gone home now. Still weird to me that we didn't do it on Thursday and get it done. All right, so that clears out the parking lot area. I want to leave some area for some landscaping, and so maybe we'll start back here with the building itself. And so I want to do a fairly, like, maybe 3-story building. I don't think I'll have any super tall buildings. We're not looking at like skyscraper level anything. I don't have the patience for that, I don't think. But I do want to do a fairly large building here. And it needs to be a tall one, so we might even go 4, just so we can start the theme. I need a tall building for the theme, and so, yeah. So I think I think we got a good start on the new building here. That might be a little too much landscaping, maybe not. So, all right. With that, click like, subscribe, and catch the next one. We'll talk to you later.